Nietzsche believed man is a bridge, not a destination. Today, we map your awakening, from the burdened camel to the creative child. We'll bridge the void of nihilism with Sufi nothingness and reveal why Nietzsche's mind shattered. You'll learn to build your own values and embrace Amor Fati. Ready to face your abyss? Let's go deep. Human, the dangerous tightrope between animal and Overman. According to Nietzsche, a human being is not a finished entity to be rested upon. He is a bridge. On one side are the animal instincts, on the other, the yet unreached potential of the Overman, Übermensch. We are walking on a stormy tightrope stretched between the two. Most people stop on this rope or try to turn back. But stopping is dangerous, and turning back is impossible. Your value lies not in where you arrive, but in every difficult step you take on that rope. If you are experiencing a crisis of meaning right now, know that you are in the very middle of the bridge, and there is no choice but to move forward. The three metamorphoses of the spirit, the anatomy of transformation. The journey of becoming yourself is the soul shedding its skin 3 times. Now, ask yourself, which stage are you in? The camel stage, the stage burdened under the weight of thou shalt. This is the obedient self, carrying all the dogmas of society, family, and tradition like a hump. The camel believes that the heavier the burden it carries, the more virtuous it is. The lion stage, the rebel who throws off that heavy hump and shouts, "No." The stage that bears its claws against the great dragon, all external impositions. It knows it must destroy in order to seize its freedom. But the lion only clears the space. It cannot build anything new. The child stage, the ultimate goal. Pure creativity, forgetting, and a sacred yes. A supreme consciousness, cleansed of the guilt of the past, rebuilding its own world like a game. The child does not take values from anyone. They are the values. Interactive pause. Whose burden are you carrying? I want you to pause the video here. Close your eyes and think about those great duties you feel you must perform in your life right now. Which of these truly come from your heart, and which were placed on you by others? If you feel a sting in your back or a weight in your soul, congratulations, you have met your camel. Recognizing this weight is the first step toward the lion's roar. Exploring these depths can be unsettling. If you'd like to continue mapping the anatomy of the soul with us, feel free to join our community and subscribe. Because here, we don't just observe, we seek to understand nihilism and the nothingness of Sufism. Truth in the void. When Nietzsche said, "God is dead," he was declaring the collapse of the false idols created by man. This is nihilism, the total evaporation of meaning. The terrifying vertigo felt while looking into an abyss. However, at this very point, the depth of Sufism intervenes. The station of nothingness, Fana, in Sufism, is a spiritual symmetry to Nietzsche's nihilism. While Nietzsche says, "Do not fear nothingness, create your own meaning," Rumi says, "Become nothing, so that you may become everything." Both paths require the destruction of the false self, nafsi amade. For Nietzsche, falling from the abyss is an end. For Sufism, falling from that abyss is taking flight and returning to your origin. Overman versus the perfect man, Insan-i Kamil. 2 names for the peak. Nietzsche's Overman and Rumi's perfect man, Insan-i Kamil, describe the same ideal in different languages. Both aim for the ideal human who has transcended biological limits and achieved spiritual wholeness. Both wage war against the herd, against imitation and blind obedience. Rumi's call to flee from the imitators is on the same frequency as Nietzsche's critique of slave morality. He who does not build his own values is destined to cool off in someone else's shadow. A Jungian reading. Why did Nietzsche go mad? Why did such a powerful mind spend his final years in deep silence and madness? From Carl Jung's perspective, Nietzsche could not establish a healthy integration with his shadow, his dark aspects. While waging war against traditional values, his shadow, he chose to reject them entirely instead of integrating them. Ultimately, archetypal forces from the unconscious, the Zarathustra figure, invaded his weakened ego. Jung teaches us, do not bite off and spit out your shadow. Swallow it and transform it. Nietzsche looked into the abyss for so long that the abyss eventually swallowed him. This is the ultimate warning for anyone on the journey of individuation. As you try to transcend your ego, do not forget to hold on to a center, the self. Amor Fati, loving your fate is an art. The most radical practice we can learn from Nietzsche, Amor Fati, the love of fate. This is not about enduring bad things. It is about living every moment as if you had personally chosen it, sanctifying it. If you can embrace the pain, the betrayals, and the falls in your life, not by asking, why me, but by saying, this was the only path necessary for my growth, then you can stay balanced on the rope. Pain is the fire required for the soul to turn into steel. Do not run from it. Use it as fuel. Final. Birthing your own star. In conclusion, Nietzsche does not give us a prescription, he gives us a hammer. To destroy our own idols, to transcend ourselves every single day, to never be cheated on or never be saddened again is not a success. Real success is being able to build a new world with the innocence of a child out of the ruins of your own collapse. Now, look in the mirror and whisper Nietzsche's famous question to yourself. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. What star is your chaos preparing to give birth to? Anatomy of Self, because you cannot manage what you do not understand. Don't forget to like and subscribe.